I hear you, but you need to hear me.
Yeah, but you agree with me.
That's the 7th of October.
Yeah, but you agree with me.
Targeting civilians is absolutely, utterly rejected. And we, the Palestinian people, must always return the moral high grounds. Our issue, the heart of our cause, is that we as civilians, defenseless, have been targeted for 100 years. So we better not do it ourselves. And we better stick to the one thing that we're calling for, which is international law. But on the 6th of October, Piers, the UN and other international organizations declared it was the deadliest year for Palestinian children in the West Bank, not even in Gaza. You didn't bring me here. The world was not all over the place to discuss the murder of Palestinian children in the West Bank.
I accept that.
That is our issue. That's number one.
I accept that.
That is our issue. And since the 7th of October, you've been wanting me to condemn.
Yes.
And we have no issues with condemnation. We have been doing that all along. But the Israeli ambassador was sitting here, Piers, last week. And all that conversation, still you did not ask her to condemn. So what is it about Palestinians? Do you or the mainstream media see Israeli Jewish life to be more of value than Palestinian lives? That's a question. And that's why I, as a representative of the Palestinian people, my people, I refuse wholeheartedly that our children is less of a human being than theirs.
I agree.
My grandfather and father was born in a village, beautiful one, called Simsim. Simsim, in what Israel has become. In 48, Palestine. It was completely and utterly demolished, decimated, Simsim. And they grew some trees, so we don't even relate to or discover where our homes was. My generation, that's my grandfather and father. Myself, I was born in Rafah. Rafah, a huge city in Gaza, a city home to 172,000 people. I was born there, I lived there all of my life. It's where I love and I grew up. It's my city. It's gone, decimated. The only hope I have now is that my children are not going to face the same fate. This is Israel's DNA, Piers. Israel's DNA, since it was established, is to annihilate us wherever we are. So we left our original homes. We were not allowed to return to our original homes and farms and towns. And even the place of refugee ship we took, like Rafah, is destroyed. My kids, I'm fearing now. And I want to discuss with you the future more than the past. The past is dreadful, and the present is more dreadful. We should spend some time discussing the future, discussing what kind of Palestine we're after, what kind of a state we are going to build. What is the relationship between this state and all of its neighbors and the rest of the world? But my biggest fear now is that my 3 children will face the same fate. They will also go, perhaps live in a West Bank city, say Jenin or Tulkarem or El Khalil, and they will be faced with the same fate. 3 generations on. That city will be destroyed again, decimated again. And guess what?
I hear you.
It is happening in the West Bank.
I hear you, but
50,000 people have been displaced from Jenin and Tulkarem.
I hear you.
It's happening.
And I think
not just in Gaza.
By the
You're
way,
discussing with me Hamas. Hamas is not in the West Bank.
I know. How do you guarantee to Israelis they're not going to wake up one day again and have 3,000 people pouring over trying to kill everybody they can get their hands on?
Number one, they have gone through one day that was difficult for all of them, traumatic.
Well, they've been through many days.
Let them think of the Palestinian people. Let them think. Let them feel. Let them sympathize. Let them see themselves as fathers and mothers and sisters and siblings. Let them see themselves as neighbors, not just as occupiers and colonizers and supremacists. That's number one. Number two, revenge does not get you anywhere. Even the strongest supporter of Israel, a self-acclaimed Zionist, that is President Biden himself, said just a day after the 7th of October, on the 8th of October, he said to Netanyahu publicly, and he said it on TV, don't repeat our mistake on September 11th. Don't go after your rage. Don't go for revenge. And look what Netanyahu and Israel did. They completely went beyond what America did in Iraq. They went for genocide, annihilation, extermination, defeating the Palestinian people's quest. The aid mechanism they are setting up there is a death trap, only primarily to defeat our spirit. Now, the Israeli public, I tell them, what kind of future you want? And this isn't about Netanyahu. I was reading Haaretz only a couple of days ago, 2 days ago. There was an opinion poll that shocked the core of me, shocked every bone.
I know the one you're talking about.
Sent shockwaves in my bones.
But the majority of people in Israel think that the Palestinians should be removed from Gaza. Is that the one?
Yes.
Yeah.
83.
I was shocked.
83%.
Yeah, I found that shocking.
83% of a society wants to annihilate another society. The genocidal genes in Israel is very scary for them before us. For them before us. And in the same poll, more than half of the Israeli people want to get rid of non-Jewish citizens of the State of Israel. The Palestinian Christians and Muslims in Israel. What kind of a society? When people talk about Netanyahu is the product of a society that has completely and utterly shifted not only to the right, but to the extreme,
I don't disagree with you.
fanatical. But it's also important, Piers, to take responsibility.
Yeah.
And all of you, because you are an influencer.
Yeah.
You have a huge...
I don't disagree.
To take responsibility, how at the beginning it has been presented in a situation that did empower the fanatics in Tel Aviv. It did empower them. The too much focus on one incident.
Yeah, but I would
people were hurt. I'm sorry. People were hurt. You have traveled a journey.
Yeah.
You have traveled a journey. You are a very honorable man. It's important that we take responsibility.
I don't disagree with you.
Of mistakes we do.
Yes.
Okay?
I don't disagree.
Many mistakes has been committed by mainstream media.
Yeah.
And this is a time when we see the dial is shifting. And it is important that we keep on, not because it's too much, because many are saying too much Palestinians have been killed. No, because it's wrong. Because if one Palestinian is killed, it is wrong, illegal, and criminal, regardless of the numbers. So let's keep on that journey, my friend.
Ambassador, it's good to see you. Thank you very much.